Hello everybody, Jay Watts here. Today I'll be showing you my force update wool farm. This wool farm will produce over one shulker box full of wool in roughly about a minute. This does use a force update mechanic. It's been in the game a very long time. It involves the sim distance that you play on. This is designed for simulation distance 4. If you do not know what sim distance you play on, it is most likely 4. This will work on realms and the majority of servers that are available for public play. Let's not waste any time getting into this. I will give you a quick explanation and then I will show you how to build it. Okay, so the way that this works, we have a simulation distance marked out here. This is what is loaded if you are standing in the 0 chunk. Everything out to 4 is loaded. Everything outside of 4 is not loaded. If you notice, the sheep is outside, but these dispensers here and under here, those are loaded when you stand in that chunk. Okay, these are indicator lights. These indicate when there are shears in the dispenser. Once the shears are done, they've lost all of their durability, these lights turn off. You have a simple comparator clock right here that causes these dispensers to fire rapidly. Once you are back here, this is very important, you come back here, you flick this lever, and you stand here until the lights go off. It should be roughly 1 minute. Okay, so now as you can see, the lights on that we're reading off the dispensers, they've turned off. So what we do is we turn this lever off, making sure once again you do not go past this line. If you go past this white line right here, it won't work. So now we come down here. As you can see, a bunch of wool just flew up. There's all that wool there. Come down here, press this button, it dispenses water. Press it again, it turns the water off. Then you come over here, collect your wool. Now we can put all of this away. There is no real good collection system for this farm. The drops just come way too fast. But as you can see right there, there is a full shulker box plus almost 3 stacks from this. So it does very well. Now if we come over here, I will show you how to build it. Everything that we need is in this chest. Okay, so now that we have all of the items in our chest, the first thing you are going to need is a way to mark out chunk borders. I use Foxy No Tail's chunk border pack. You can see it marks out chunk borders. Every one of these squares represents another chunk. So there are other ones available. Use whichever one you like. For those of you on console, I'm sorry, you're gonna have to go and find other means of looking up the chunk borders, but you should be able to find them. Chunk base is a good resource. It gives you chunk corners, so you can just go about that way. So the first thing that we need to do is we are going to come over here. We are going to come up 3 blocks. 1, 2, 3. You don't have to break those bottom ones. We're going to make ourselves a little bit of a place to stand, a ledge. This is the line that you are going to stand on. I'm going to put another row of blocks right here just so you can see. If you're on the blue, you're fine. If you're on the white, it will not work. You have to stay in this chunk while the farm is running. Okay? So the next thing we do, we're going to come out here. We're going to come out 4 full chunks. So there's the 4. Okay? Now you're going to leave this right here. Next thing you are going to do is you are going to place 4 dispensers in these locations. Okay, now once we have those 4 dispensers placed, we're going to come over here, place solid block here, solid block here. We are going to take a repeater. We're going to place a repeater here and here. Redstone dust, redstone dust. Okay, now we'll come back over here, place solid block, solid block, solid block. We are going to take a repeater here. We will take a comparator, we'll place it here, put that into subtract mode. Redstone dust, redstone dust, redstone dust. That's our comparator clock. Now you can connect this. Okay, so now what I like to do, I'm going to put dust all the way down here, back over to here. Now what I will do is I will take a repeater on this border right here, place a repeater on all of the chunk borders. We're going to take those repeaters, that's going to return the signal down here. Next thing that we will do, come back over here, we're going to grab our lever, we're going to place our lever in place of that redstone. I put that down by mistake. So now what this is going to do, if we come down here, this is going to clock, this is going to fire the dispensers in rapid speed. Okay, so let's go turn this off, and then we'll turn our armor stand off as well, because that's just annoying. Now we come down here, and then this is where the business happens. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to place a grass block here, 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 and here. Then we'll come back over here, grab this block. Now we're going to set up our indicator light, 2 blocks here, 2 blocks here. First thing that we need to do, actually there, okay, so comparator here, repeater here, repeater here, crouch place redstone lamp there, not like that, right, just like that. So this repeater is on 1 tick, this repeater is on 1 tick. Now what we are going to do is we are going to take concrete blocks here all the way around, or whatever block you choose. Next we are going to place 1 glass pane right here. This is rather important. Go ahead and place grass in these locations. This will help spread the grass. Now we are going to take glass blocks. We're going to place glass here, here, here. We're going to take 1 more grass block here. We'll take our dispenser, place that there. We're going to put a water bucket here. We'll come back over here. Going to place a button on that. I would suggest putting grass back here a little bit. Once again, just helps the grass spread. Okay. 1 glass block here, 1 glass block here, 1 glass block there. Now the orientation of these trapdoors is rather important. You are going to place it on the top half of that block and that block. Not like that, like that. so they open in that orientation. The next thing you are going to do is place a trapdoor there and there. Now what we can do is we can open that. You are going to get your sheep in here, however it is that you get sheep wherever. Place your sheep inside, close this door, close this door. Okay? We are just literally about done. Okay? I would suggest putting yourself some sort of a storage area over here. I'm going to put a chest here. Okay, our sheep is in place. The sheep is outside of the simulation distance. When this clock fires right here, when you are standing in that chunk, it will continually shear the sheep until the durability on the shears break. These shears, as you can see, they're inside the simulation distance. The sheep is outside. Okay? Now what we will do is we will come down here. Going to make ourselves a little bit of an area that we can't go past, just because it makes it easier. We'll put glass. All along here. We'll come back here. Now, as long as we stay behind this line when we run this farm, we'll be okay. The very last thing that we need to do here is we need to come down here. We need to grab 4 pairs of shears. Okay. So what we'll do is we'll place a pair of shears here, 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 and here. As you can see, the indicator lights have turned on. Now we're going to come back behind our line. Once again, make sure you are in the 0 chunk. Come down here. We'll flick this lever. And in roughly 1 minute, okay, now that the lights have gone out, you flick the lever, come back here, you can see all of the wool basically explode up. Push the button one more time. I am going to delete everything out of my inventory so you can see how much this gets, just so you know. Survival. There you go. Over 1 shulker box of wool in under a minute. There it is. One very important thing to remember is if this sheep does not have wool, the farm will not work. You have to wait until it eats grass and regrows the wool. Now what we can do to raise the rates of this just a little bit, we can use unbreaking 3 shears, as you see here. We'll come over here. We'll put 1 in each dispenser. Once again, the lights come on. Then we'll fly back over here behind our line. I'm going to turn this on. I'm going to time exactly how long it takes for the shears to break, and I will let you know. Okay, so now you can see that the first light is turned off. We have to wait until the second one is turned off. And the reason for that is that shears, for some reason in this farm, they do not fire at the same rate. So you have to wait until that second light turns off. We are currently at roughly 3 minutes and 45 seconds. So there we go. 3 minutes 45 seconds. Turn the farm off. We'll fly back over here. There will be frame drop. Come down here. Just so there is no question, I'm going to put myself into survival mode. We'll push the button. That's going to flush all the wool out. Push the button again. That brings the water back into the dispenser. Now I'm going to do this in real time. As you can see, this will get you all the wool you could possibly ever need in your Minecraft world. There's one full double chest. And we're working on the second one. That's already 3 shulker boxes full of wool. And we'll get the rest of it in here. Okay, so as you can see, right there, 2 shulkers, 4 shulkers, plus 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So 4 shulkers plus just about 14 stacks. That is what you can expect from this. This mechanic was discovered by OrTV. The dispensers under these shear the grass, but it does count for the sheep. Once again, quick fly around. I'll put myself back into creative. Sheep outside the simulation distance, dispensers inside the simulation distance. You stand inside the 0 chunk. I hope you guys have enjoyed this. Sorry I haven't posted in a while. Life is busy. I do have a real job. I have to take care of that first. Anyways, I love you guys. I do all of this stuff for you guys in the Bedrock community, and I hope you have a great day. Goodbye.